Genesis chapter 4. The man had relations with his wife, Hava, the mother of all. She conceived. She gave birth to Cain, which means I have acquired. And she said, I have acquired a man from Adonai. Hold that thought. The word acquired means possession. If you go deep into the root, I know I got really far. Like to purchase. How did she purchase a child? Oh, come on, your mama's in the room. She went through labor. Labor is work. She acquired and purchased a son. See? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. In addition, she gave birth to his brother, Hevel. And by the way, it's Cain. We say Cain, but it's Cain. We say Abel, but it's Havel. Okay? So if I say those names, I'm talking Cain and Abel. All right? Okay. In addition, she gave birth to his brother, Hevel. Stop. They're twins. She conceived once. And she bore Cain. In addition, she bore Hevel. Could you say she had him before the fall? You could argue either way. I'm not going to. Really, what does it matter? In this context, probably not. Who knows? But they're twins. Where else do we see twins?
Jacob and Esau.
Esau and Jacob. Thank you for saying it that way. Esau and Jacob. Why did I say Esau and Jacob?
Esau was first.
Esau's firstborn. But we say Jacob and Esau. But here we say Cain and Abel. Okay? Okay? In addition, she gave birth to his brother Hevel. Hevel kept sheep, while Cain worked the soil. So he's toiling, right? Because now you're going to work by the sweat of your brow. Isn't that what Abba said? By the sweat of your brow, you're going to work for food. In the course of time, I love that. In the course of time. In the process of living, it could easily say. In the process of living. In the course of time, Cain brought an offering to Adonai from the produce of the soil. Was it the best? I don't think so. Was it, let's say it was the best produce. Would that be an offering?
It is, but I think
It is. It is.
it's just not.
It is. It is. Okay? Because there are grain offerings.
Mm-hmm. You wait.
Bring your first fruits. Okay? Bring your first fruits. Okay? All right. So it's not the offering. Hevel kept sheep. Cain worked the soil. And in the course of time, in the process of living, Cain brought an offering, a gift, a present. To who? Adonai, Yahweh. Yedhevate, Yahweh. If you were going to go to the King of the universe, if you were going to go to the creator of the world, if you were going to go, even today, modern day, into let's say you went to Saudi Arabia and you went into these golden palaces, are you going to just walk in there willy-nilly?
No.
Are you going to bring just any old thing you want to bring?
Has to be the best of the best.
So, no, even more than that. So, are you going to bring what you want to bring? No. Aren't you, well, if you're smart, you're going to say, what's acceptable in this culture? What's acceptable? What is taboo? What is not? What would be looked upon and frowned upon as a slap in the face, or as something unacceptable, or that something that would be detestable. So you don't want to bring something detestable. So even in modern day, we give gifts. If we're going to give a gift, I'm not giving what I want, and we do that. We give what we want. If we're going to give a gift, we put thought into who we're giving it to. Thank you. I'm going to eat that whole jar all by myself. Anyway, we give thought to who we're going before. We give thought to, right? Okay. Did Adam and Hava, you know who that is? Did they know what to bring God?
Yes.
Do we know this? We do, because the first sacrifice, God showed them how. Go do this. Don't tell a kid, go do this. Show them. Teach them. Explain it to them. Walk them through it. Now, the first time I walk you through, when I give you a job and I show you how to do it, I show you, don't I? After that, do I show you again? No, why?
You already showed me.
I already showed you. And so you know when I say go do this, you already know how, right? If you tell me I don't know how, what does that tell me?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, or it's something I'm asking you to do something that you've never done before. And I'm going to do one of two things. Figure it out, because I've given you the skills to do it, and now I need you to use your smart brain. Or I'm going to come show you, and now it's yours. But once I give it to you, are you responsible for it? Yeah. Okay? God showed them. Now they're responsible. End of story. What's the debate? Oh, well, how did they know? Well, that's not fair that Abel and Cain, they didn't know. Really? Well, it's not. God doesn't say, God wants relationship with us. He's not like, oh, let's set a trap over here so I can catch him and then smack him. That's not my God. That's not my God. Okay? That's not my God. All right. Hevel too brought from the firstborn of his sheep, including their fat. Okay, now I'm going to jump way ahead. Now we're going to get into the law of Moshe, God's law. Does he explain what offerings are?
Yep.
Firstborn. Firstborn. Fat. Fat belongs to God. You can't tell me this is here. They knew. They understand. Okay? It's not that Cain brought fruits and vegetables or produce from the ground. He said he didn't bring the best. He just, here, this will do. Here you go. Oh yeah, I had the first one. It was really good. Whereas Abel brought the best. We're gonna play dreidel this afternoon. Okay, with the exception of one. So, did any of you bring gelt? No, you're going to be given gelt, and then you're going to play with the exception of one, with the or two or whatever. Follow me here, okay? So you're going to be given gelt, right? You didn't buy it; it's given to you. You're going to play, and you might win more, you might lose. It's all a bonus. But you should maybe leave a deposit. Give back to the one who gave you. It wasn't yours to begin with. Everything you have has been given. Do you have to work? Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do work. We were created to work. We weren't created to sit. We weren't created to sit on our backsides, okay, and do nothing. We are creators, we're doers, we're beings, we're living beings, okay? We're created to do. All right? But he provides. He gives. All of it comes from him. All of it. Okay, no talking, girls. Thank you. Okay. So let me back up. And Hevel too brought from the firstborn of his sheep, including their fat. Adonai accepted Hevel's or Abel's offering. Oh, no. That's not what it says. It says Adonai accepted Hevel and his offering. You see where that little 3-letter, boy, you just leave that 3-letter word out. He accepted Hevel's offering. That's not what it says. He accepted Hevel and his offering. Why? His heart. His heart. His heart. So he accepted Abel. And he accepted his offering because it was presented. It was the offering that is demanded or required of a king. Okay? To a king. But did not accept Cain and his offering. He did not accept Cain. Why? Heart. Heart. Or his offering. His offering wasn't even a proper offering. And his heart was filthy. Follow me? Okay. And Cain was very angry and his face fell. That means his countenance. Let me tell you. It's written all over your face. Panim means face. It also means countenance. Okay? You can walk through the door. Can I spot if something's wrong? Mm-hmm. Why? Countenance. Yes, there's a lovely story. Janet will tell you this afternoon about changing your face. Okay? Let me continue. So his countenance, his face fell. And Yahweh, Yed-He-Vav-He, said to Cain, why are you angry? Why are you so downcast? If you are doing what is good, shouldn't you hold your head high? Angry. You can be angry and sin not, right? Okay, but it's a proper anger. It's anger over something that's real, not something supposed. Okay? Not something made up, something real. If you are doing what is good, shouldn't you hold your head high? And if you don't do what is good, sin. You know what sin is? Missing the mark. Right? You missed it, Cain. You missed the mark. You didn't come with the right attitude. You didn't come with the right offering. You missed it. Okay? You missed the mark. Sin is crouching at the door. What is a door? Your entrance. A doorway. The path. The door opens and lets loose. Okay? The door opens and lets loose. It lets something free. Sin is crouching at the door. To crouch means to stretch out. What do I do if I stretch out? I'm giving room. Sin is crouching. You're allowing sin. You're letting it loose through the door. You're giving it free rein. You're giving it space. That's what he's telling him here. Cain, you're given room. You're harboring, right? It wants you, but you can rule over it. I'm going to stop right there. So, my eyes see. Why was Cain, he was angry. Who was he angry at, first of all? Okay. But who's his anger directed at?
Well,
His brother Abel. Did Abel do anything?
no. He was
Sure he
accepted.
did.
He made a better offering and he was accepted.
Okay, so, but did Abel did absolutely nothing to Cain. But it irritated his brother. The one that Cain is angry at, see, when there's fights and disagreements, it's because we don't get our way. We don't get what we want. How we want it, when we want it. Okay? That's when we have anger. That's when we have disputes. That's when I'm angry at this one. Why? Because you didn't do because if we were honest, we'd say, because you didn't do what I wanted when I wanted. What's that to you? How does that affect you? They're their own human being with their own person.
But didn't Cain already have a problem before all that happened? Because if he would have been in fellowship with God, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Who's Cain really upset with? Cain. Cain is upset at himself. Why? Because he didn't do the right thing.
And he knew he didn't.
He didn't do the right thing. But then, no, you're fine. But then, what we do as humans is we point. We point. The woman you gave me. The serpent. And we blame. To get the focus off of us. Okay? Sin is crouching at the door. You have this initial thought. Oh man, that's so why in the world would they do? First of all, take a breath. Is it any of your business? Well, that should be the end of it. Now, let's say it is your business because it is relational or it is within your sphere. How does that affect you? So, y'all know different parts about my mom and my dad. I learned some very valuable things from my mother. And I will give honor where honor is due. She always spoke. And sometimes, you get good words of truth. You have to learn. You cannot control somebody's action or words to you. But I can 100% control my reaction because my reaction is mine. Does that make sense? Okay? So what this one does, was it to me? Then I need to deal with it. If it wasn't, if it's harmful to their soul, then I have relationship, then I need to deal with it. If it's harmful to other souls, maybe not this one, but souls, then I also need to deal with it. Speak the truth in love, okay? Otherwise, none of my business. If you have the ability to do something constructively, do it. Don't take it. Oh, man, I wouldn't do it. You're opening the door for dissent. You're opening the door for division. You're opening the door for distraction. You're opening the door. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Our responses. I can take something and hold on to it. Now it's crouching. I'm giving it room. Why? Because I opened my door and I gave it room. You think it's going to stay like that? Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's not. It's going to spread out. It's going to crouch. I gave it room. And then I opened the door. and let it loose. I gave it free rein. That's all right here. Chapter 4 of Genesis. How does Cain respond? Well, let's look. Cain had words with Abel, his brother. See, it always starts, first it's a thought, and then it comes what? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And then, you know, when you have an argument with somebody, everything else around you doesn't exist. You are completely unaware of where you are. You're completely unaware of your surroundings. You're completely unaware of anyone else. You will not listen to reason because your ears can't hear, because they're too full of your own thoughts, and you're consumed with your own and nothing else. You're not going to see or hear anything else but yours and your focus. And this is what happens right here with Cain and Abel. Okay, Cain and Abel. Cain had words with his brother. He didn't get the outcome he wanted. Then one time, when they were in the field, Cain turned on Abel his brother, and killed him. That's up close and personal. That's rage. That's anger that was allowed into a space to run free. And we're all capable of it. Every last one of us is capable of that. Every single one of us is capable of that. Every single one. And I won't argue with you about it. I'm telling you, we're all capable of it. So, what's the choice? Determine ahead of time. Decide ahead of time. Okay, you know what? I need to respond differently. I need to react differently. We have a way to do that. Fill your lamp with oil. Fill your lamp with oil. Love covers a multitude of sins. Consider the one that you're upset with of more value than yourself. Put him up. You defer out of love. I don't have to be right. It doesn't have to be my way. Well, yeah, maybe sometimes. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be my way. And if so, maybe I need to go look in the mirror and go, what's going on in my heart? Why does it have to be my way? Why does it have to be the way I want it? How come it has to be done the way I want it done? We parents can do it too. Grandparents, we can do that. It's going to be like this. Take a breath, stand back. Why? Why? Children, it's good. Well, take a breath, stand back. All of us.
Ask yourself, is it of temporal value or eternal value?
Is it of temporal value or eternal value? There you go. Do I have to be right? Does it have to be my way? If so, I'm wrong. Step back. Step back. Take a breath. Refocus. What if someone's coming at you? There's so many different ways you can go on this. Is self-defense wrong? No, but that's not the point of this. I'm not saying don't defend yourself, but you are responsible for your reactions, okay? Abel did nothing to his brother to warrant this. People are going to hate you, dislike you, seek to hurt you because you're doing the right thing. First-hand experience, I know this to be true. They will seek to destroy you, ruin you, annihilate you, even kill you because you seek to do the right thing. Okay? But the point is, don't be Cain. Don't be Cain. Okay? Don't be Cain. You choose what you what you think of. So if some of us had horrendous childhoods, some of us had negative things and we were fed negative things. Let's stand back. Let's not repeat. Allow the Holy Spirit to fill us, and let's do things differently. See, I had a narcissistic mother. I learned what not to do. I learned what I didn't want to do. And I did it differently. My choice. Could I as easily have gone the other way? Yeah, I could have. Why? My choice. Here's food for thought. Cain, Abel, Cain and Abel were conceived in one act. They were in the same womb. They were nurtured. They heard the same in the womb. They heard the same words. They heard the same interaction with Abba. They heard the same interaction with the parents. They heard the same love. They were warm and fed and taken care of and grew. Same. Exact same. Exact same DNA. Exact same nurturing. Exact same value. The only difference is choice. That's the only difference. Choice. So when you come up this weekend from this point forward at something and you start to get irritated, okay, first of all, do I have a right to get irritated? Is this right? Second of all, what is that to me? First, determine whether it's even something you should even be messing with you. That'll quench quite a bit of it. And if it is, why does it bother me? What is it? Look deeper. Don't go on this. Remember I tell you all the time, don't play up here. Don't play on the surface. Go down here. Go to the root. You need to find out what's at the root. Right? What's at the root? What is really behind this? See, it would be really easy to look at this with Cain and Abel and think, Cain was irritated, so I'm going to answer Cain's and Abel's irritation up here. Right? Cain, why are you messing with your brother? He didn't, what, blah, 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 up here. No, I'm going to go down here, which is what God does. Follow his example. Sin is crouching at your door, your heart. He didn't talk to Cain about Abel. He talked to Cain about Cain. Okay, what other set of twins? We said Esau and Jacob. Again, same parents, same DNA, same womb and nurturing. One was firstborn and thought his birthright, no value. The other one was a sensitive man, okay? Observant, right? Okay? And God chose this one, the one of heart, okay? The one with heart. Did you read the Parashah from last week and this week? Okay, both weeks in a row. Okay. It was about a man named Joseph. He was the 11th son. But his father loved him more. Ooh. Miles, do I have favorites?
No.
Are you sure? But I give a whole lot more attention to Charlie than you. Are you sure? Good answer. Good answer.
They require more attention when you're younger.
Yeah.
They always do.
Miss Jade, do I love Miles more than you? You sure? Oh, Alicia, surely I love you more than anybody else in this room, right?
That's funny.
The relationships are different, okay? But love should be love. Okay, that's not the lesson I wanted to go to, but it needed to be said. So, there we go. Moving on. Joseph is given his father gives him something special, a special gift. Why?
Because he's his favorite.
Okay. So, Joseph is more like his father than the other 11 sons. His father, Jacob, had dreams. See, a lot of people don't get this connection. He had dreams. Who has dreams? Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He recognizes this in him. He sees something. When we continue, you're going to see in chapter 4 of Genesis with Adam, he has a son like him, Seth. See, he sees something in this boy. He sees something in this 11th son. Something of himself. And so, yes, he's drawn. Okay? So we can learn from that. Okay? You can still be drawn. You can still see something, but still love. Okay? That's not the point. So, Joseph has these dreams. Now he's 17. He's young. He's got older brothers. Okay? He's not too... He's not too wise at this point. Okay? He shares his dreams. In his exuberance, God's speaking to him. His brothers don't see that. Okay? So I need you to follow. The brothers see their failure or their shortcoming. Why doesn't God talk to me? Oh, well, you think you're better because God talks to you. Because God talks to you in dreams. Do you see what happens here?
Right.
Okay? So it's the same as Cain and Abel. You accepted Abel's offering. Why aren't you accepting mine? And these 11, he thinks he's better than us. Do you see that anywhere in Joseph? Nowhere throughout all of Joseph's story do you ever get conceit, ever, or arrogance. Not once. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. Okay? Quite the opposite. So Joseph goes and his father sends him to his brothers. And his brothers see him coming. Let's kill him. All of them. See, you can find people, and if you start murmuring, you start complaining to one another. It only took 2 brothers. It only took one to have a thought, and then to voice it, and then to find another brother to call, and then they include another one. You see what I'm saying? You can easily spread something that shouldn't be spread. Why don't we spread light and good instead of... Yeah. So it built up in them and it built over here. So much so that they saw him coming and they wanted to kill him. But Reuben had a different idea. Thank you, Reuben. This is before Reuben royally messed up. Reuben's firstborn? Okay, so he has a little more authority. He has a little more responsibility. Right? A little more like, can't do this, okay? All right. So, he comes. They take his robe off of him. They throw him in a pit. You think they just lowered him down in a rope? No, they threw him down there. I mean, in a pit, I've seen these pits. He got scraped up and bruised. He could very easily have broken a bone. He's hurt. He's bleeding. He's young. His older brother's up there that he looks up to. Hey, guys, help me. That's abandonment. That's a level of betrayal that very few people understand. Okay? When there is a betrayal and an abandonment and a lonely there that is beyond comprehension. Okay? From people who should have loved you, people who should have protected you. You understand? Thank you, Amos. I'm not going to be able to edit that out. And then they pull him up out of the pit and they sell him. And they send him off. Did they ever once think about their father? No. And now he's gone and Reuben comes back. What are we going to do? But he's being drugged. The favored son is now behind whatever on a line, being drugged and chained, roped. I don't know. You know, is he tied with a rope? Is he chained? I don't know. And he's being taken off somewhere where he has no idea. Completely far away from everything he knows. A language he doesn't understand, a world that he doesn't understand, a system that makes no sense to him. Okay? He gets there. Someone buys him. He's a slave. Now he's property. And so someone purchases him. He's a slave. He's property. And they put him and they discover, oh, he's got some skills. So much so that he gets raised up. But then the wife is a Jezebel and has her own ideas and falsely accuses him. And everyone believes it. And he's thrown into a pit. Again. God, where are you? What about those Not once. He doesn't open the door. He gives no room and lets free his anguish, his disappointment, his criticism. You don't see that. And let me tell you, if it was there, he wouldn't be the man we see him to be. There is none of that here. None of it. Because when you're faithful in little, you'll be faithful in much. Your character, even a child is known by their character, by their doings. I'm telling you, it's not here. He learned early on not to give place to complaints, to grumbling. Grateful heart. Then he goes on. He's in prison. He's there a long time. And there's these two guys, and they have these dreams. He's like, hey, he's in prison. He has no freedom. He's lost everything. His family has betrayed him. Do you follow? You understand? If anybody should have despair, if anybody should be in a pit, if anybody should be in a hole, if anybody should say, woe is me, if anybody should curse God and die. And what does he say? Hey, man, why are you so down today? What? You idiot, we're in prison. Why are you down? Why is your countenance so low? Why are you so upset? What's the matter with you? Why are you down? What's going on? Why are you so upset today? Well, we had these dreams. Well, tell me. And the dreams come true. Don't forget me. Oh, okay, I know. I'll tell Pharaoh. 2 years. No, forgotten again. Abandoned again. See, gratitude is an attitude. If you don't get gratitude, you're going to miss it. If you don't get gratitude, you're not going to grow. If you don't get gratitude, you're not going to be useful to God. You're not. Okay? He loves cheerfulness. Shh. Don't let your stomach get the best of you. Shh. 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 I got a little bit more to go. So you can make it longer.
Can we put the lid back on? Shh. All of them. Shh.
Oh, sin's crouching. You know what? Your appetite's crouching at your door, dude. And the more you talk about it, the more I'm going to stay here, the longer I'm going to take. The longer it's going to be before we eat. Gratitude is an attitude. You cannot grow without gratitude. You cannot be full of the Holy Spirit without gratitude.
Amen.
You cannot. You can't take another step until you learn gratitude. So some of you are going to be left behind because we're moving on. You better catch gratitude and drop the crappy attitude. It's a choice. It's a choice. Well, you don't understand. You have it worse than Joseph? Seriously, do you have it worse? Were you beaten up? Were you thrown in a pit? Were you sold? Were you left off? Were you put in prison? Were you falsely accused and everybody believed you and you were thrown in a dungeon? Were you completely forgotten? Seriously. Were you like Job and lost all of your children and your possessions? Gratitude is a choice. I chose gratitude. I chose praise over a hole and a pit and despair. Was I in a pit? You bet I was. Did I choose to live in the pit? No. But I was in the pit. Yeah, darn right I was in the pit. I was in that pit a long time, but I didn't dwell there. I didn't live there. Gratitude. Gratitude. If you don't have gratitude, you are not going to grow. God cannot use you if you don't have a grateful heart. He cannot. Oh, sure, on the surface you can think, oh, I can do this, and oh, yeah, but you know, I do this and I do that. That's you, that's your flesh, that's your works. It's going to burn up because it's not coming out of a heart with gratitude. Because, see, if you don't have gratitude, you can't love. You can't. Because if you don't have gratitude, you're mumbling and murmuring and complaining, which means you're unhappy with somebody. Look in the mirror. But you can't love them because you're not loving yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. Sin is crouching at your door. Sin is spreading out. Slam it shut. Tell it to go back to the pit of hell from where it came from. Yet I will praise the Lord. Thank you, Abba. I don't see the sun, but you know what? It's there. That sun hasn't moved. It's still there. God hasn't moved. He's still there. I control this. I control this. I control this. I. Follow me? Okay. Choose to do it differently. Choose to go deeper. Choose to open your door to truth, not the world's way. Okay? So Cain turned on Hevel, his brother, and he killed him. And Adonai said to Cain, Ma'asot. Ma'asot. What have you done? What did you do? What did you do? Ma'asot. And he replied, I don't know. Am I my brother's guardian? Keeper? You know what that word is? Shamar. Zachar and Shamar. Remember and observe, keep, guard, protect. Remember the Sabbath day. Am I supposed to guard my brother? Am I supposed to protect my brother? Am I supposed to cherish my brother? As a matter of fact, yes. Above yourself. And he said, what have you done? Well, first he does say, where is Hevel, your brother? Okay, let me backtrack. He initially says, where is you? Because God, he's trying to draw you into coming back to him to have relationship. So the first thing he says is, where is Abel, your brother? And he says, am I my brother's keeper? And then he says, Ma'asot, what have you done? Because God already knows, all right? He says, the voice of your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground. Did you know your blood had a voice? Life is in the blood. Now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood at your hands. And when you farm the ground, it will no longer feel its strength to you, and you will be a fugitive wandering. And he says, my punishment, I don't want to read all of this because I want to go back to this next week. So let me go down to It's 14, you are banning me today. Or he says, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Verse 13, because you are banning me today from the land and from your presence. Stop right there. From your presence. See, the first humans had access to God. Even though they couldn't go into the garden, they still had access to his presence. They still could have communion. They could still have relationship. And now Cain's like, oh man, I have so blown it that now I no longer can enter into your presence. That's his choice. That's his choice. He says to it, I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. Am I my brother's keeper? I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Where do we see this same I? I heard your voice. I was afraid. I hid. I heard your voice. I was afraid. I hid. Where's the focus? Yeah, Dad. Where's your focus? I. Where's Joseph's focus? It was not on I. Not once do you hear I. Not once. And don't think he was being mean to his brothers when he tested them. No, he was testing their character. And you know what? We're supposed to test fruit. Oh, well, that's me. That was vengeful. No, it wasn't. That was wisdom. Are you going to betray my youngest brother like you betrayed me? I need to know who I'm dealing with, because he was wise enough to understand there's been how many years? 20-something years? I'm hoping you learned from you wanted to know, did you learn? Are you the same men that treated me horribly, or are you different men? There's no I focus. There's no me, myself, and I. Okay? Even David. He could have killed Saul many times. I'm not touching God's anointed. But you're God's anointed. I'm not touching God's anointed. He didn't think more highly of himself. And yet he was anointed king before he became king. So what I'm telling you is get rid of the I. I. Me, myself, and I. Get rid of it. Okay? And learn gratitude. That's the lesson. That's the lesson. Okay? And not once in all of that is your focus on someone else. Oh, God, I wish you'd get a hold of that one. Really? Abba, grab my heart. What do I need to do? What do you need from me? What do I need to cut out? What do I need to get rid of? What do I need to cast off? What do I have that came from my childhood that maybe I respond this way and I always learn, I need to get, either it's a spirit that's attached or it's a behavior that is been taught. Oh, but that's in my DNA, or I can't change it. Really? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Did I tell you who my mother was? I beg to differ. It's choice. I can overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of my testimony. And what is the word of my testimony? Yet I will give thanks to the Lord of all creation.